Vadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Tanamale Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Vachayana Nirvasesa Sunyavani Pasitya Sitara. In a lecture, Prabhupada said, devotees should surround themselves with a Krishna atmosphere. When he went to the USA, there were no devotees. He was probably the only Vaishnava in the country, or the continent even. There was no temple except for the one in his munificent heart. But he was determined to create a place where people could hear about Krishna and eventually become devotees. He did that at 26 2nd Avenue. When Mukunda decided to go to India, as he was leaving New York, Srila Prabhupada nonchalantly said to him, "See whether you could start something in San Francisco." And Mukunda nonchalantly said, "Okay." When Mukunda, Janaki, and Yamuna went to the West Coast, they met his friends Sam and Melanie. After telling them about Srila Prabhupada and persuading them to help start a center in San Francisco, they all eventually invited Prabhupada to come and meet the many interested people in their little center in San Francisco. They sent him an airline ticket. This was the first time Srila Prabhupada flew on a plane. When he arrived at the airport and the exit doors opened, he heard the loud chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra. Can you imagine how pleased he must have been to hear that? He had not said a word in San Francisco, and there were already maybe 50 people greeting him at the airport chanting Hare Krishna. From then on, almost wherever he went, there were already devotees present to greet him when he arrived, sometimes hundreds of devotees. It's just like if there is a live electric wire and someone touches it, he becomes electrified. And if someone else touches him, that person becomes electrified. Srila Prabhupada says in a purport, the pure devotee does not have a material body because of his being surcharged with the current of Krishna's identical interests. People that came in touch with Prabhupada caught that current, and they would in turn come in contact with another person who was receptive to the Krishna current. It would go on like this all over the world, people coming in contact with the current of Prabhupada's devotion to Krishna. It's still happening all over the world. People are reading Srila Prabhupada's books and becoming devotees. They're catching the current of Prabhupada's devotion and pure understanding of Krishna. Hare Krishna.